Yes, Lassiter Productions here with Rocky Alvarez. Here with Lassiter Productions, you know what I'm saying, doing this interview. Brand new year, 2022. This is our first interview together, so I wanted to start from the beginning, man. Tell me, who is Rocky Alvarez?
Rocky Alvarez. Who is Rocky Alvarez? Well, let's see, it's me, you know? Rocky Alvarez is me. It's live and in the flesh, that's all I can say. I'm me, who I am. I am him.
Okay, what do you do?
I entertain.
Alright. So like I said, we're gonna start from the beginning, man. Before we get too deep, we're gonna start from your origin story, you know what I'm saying? Where'd you grow up at?
Greensboro, North Carolina, the Gate City.
Yeah.
My heart.
Were you born there?
Born and raised, spent my whole life there. Might have wandered off here and there, but always came back home.
Okay. What year were you born?
1994, you know, 90s baby.
94, that's what's up. I'm a 90s baby too. Best babies around.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to keep the world turning.
Exactly. So what schools did you go to?
2000s kid. Hey, what schools did I attend? I traveled through a couple schools later in my schooling career. I started out at Sumner Elementary in Greensboro, man, and then I ended up at Frazier my 5th grade year. I attended Allen Middle School all through middle school. It's probably what those people right there really stuck with me. I'll get on that later. But high schools, I bounced around a little bit. Really mainly spent my time at Eastern and Page. Yeah.
Was there a reason you bounced around during high school?
Not really, you know, I went to alternative school for a little while.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So in the mix of, I got kicked out of Eastern. They didn't want me there no more. That's how I ended up at alternative school. Left there, ended up at Page. I don't know what happened after that. I can't even remember. It's a blur after that.
So you really was a problem child.
Yeah, you know, the problem kid for sure.
Yeah, speaking of, you just dropped that mixtape, man, Problem Kid. I just had a chance to check it out. Yeah. I fuck with it.
Word, I appreciate that. A lot of time and dedication putting it out.
How'd you come up with that?
Man, the Problem Kid. I think I sat with the bros one day and we was just talking. I was going through photos trying to pick a photo for my next album. Like, I knew it was gonna be a picture of me, but I didn't know what it was gonna be. And I was scrolling and I thought about it. I saw this picture of myself when I was a kid. And then I looked at him and I was like, it was a different person. When I looked at the kid, I was like, that kid like a problem. I know that kid. He gonna grow up to be a problem. And that kid in that picture, I was like, yeah, that's the Problem Kid. It just stuck with me after that. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use that picture and I'm gonna use that name, Problem Kid. Really express who I am, you know, if I could break it down to 2 words. Yeah. Problem Kid.
That's real right there. So when did you start rapping?
Start? I think the start, man, I was probably like 11 or 12 years old when I wrote my first verse. Man, it was garbage.
Did that discourage you in any way?
Man, not really. I was young. I thought it was fire. You know what I'm saying? I was young. Now that I'm older, looking back, I'm kind of like,
could have did better.
Came a long way. Exactly. But that was an 11-year-old boy trying to be something, you know what I'm saying? Trying to elevate, trying to really learn who I was at the time. You know, I'm only 12 years old. I don't know who I am, who I'm going to be. You know what I'm saying? But that was the moment when I decided, like, yeah, I know what this going to be. I'm going to write this music for sure. So I said about 11, 12, I really came into the sense that I was going to do this.
Okay. Around that age, what artists or rappers motivated you at the time? Not to rap or anything, but just who was you listening to?
Wayne for sure. You know, y'all listen to Wayne coming up, and them 90s babies, we love Wayne, you feel me? Yeah. And Gucci was probably the one who inspired me to get the money. Wayne made me want to rap, made me want to be an artist, like I saw him on stage in front of thousands of fans. I wanted that moment. Then Gucci, man, he made me want the cars, the jewelry, the girls, you feel me? It was a whole nother, so I get them to the props.
Okay. At what age did you start taking rap seriously?
That's a good one. Probably didn't get serious till about 16. Yeah, I say 16, 17. It was high school. Linked up with some guys from the school. Got in the studio.
Did your thing.
Yeah, man. That's when it started I started to learn, go with the punches, go with the flow. You know, things just started taking place, and I started developing as an artist at a young age. So I really say 16 was where I took it serious.
Was that the only thing you had interest in doing?
Man, I tried to play football. They wouldn't let me on the team, talking about I'm bad, basically. That's all they were trying to tell me. Problem kid. Like, look, dude, you ain't do too hot last semester when it came to your behavior. You know, we don't know if we can really have you on the team. Broke my heart, man. I remember at Allen Middle School, bro, 7th grade year. What's his name? Coach Ross. I won't never forget. It stuck with me, man. And that really turned me away from a lot of things like school activities and stuff like that. Made me really want to do something else, and rap was what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're going to go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So, what happened, man? How'd you end up in a wheelchair? Is that something you could talk about?
That's something we can discuss. I'm very open about it. You know, shit. Long day. Phone call, things went left, you know, wrong place, wrong time. Caught a little firepower, caught a little gun, a little bullet, just a little bullet, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Knocked me off my feet for real, you know? Knocked me off my feet for real. And, you know, it was just a bad timing. Wrong place, wrong time, around the wrong people, having the wrong conversations, doing the wrong things, you know? Fuck the ops.
Shit, bro, I'm glad you survived. I'm glad you're here with us today. Was that your first time getting shot?
Oh, hell yeah. And I tell you what, that's the last time too, my boy.
What's going through your mind, man?
Man, I hit that ground, bro. And first thing I thought about, honestly, was my kids. Like, if I could think back to that moment, I literally hit the ground. I didn't panic. I thought about going home. I was like, bro, I gotta go home. You feel me? Wasn't no panic in me, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it felt like I'd been there before, or like I had prepared myself for that moment.
Like mentally?
Yeah, and it was like, shit, boy, I hit that ground, I just started thinking, like, gotta go home, you know what I'm saying? But luckily, it was somebody there who could help me out of that situation, and I thank that man, he know who he is.
That's dope. So around that time that happened, I remember you making a mixtape in the hospital. Am I correct?
Yeah, I recorded part of that mixtape in the hospital.
It's called The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead, yeah. Dead and still. The walking part was dead, you feel me? Yeah. So I took that title. I took that title for the tape because I was like, well, the walking is dead. So we're going to go with that. And I recorded a couple tracks in the hospital. I actually shot a video that I went in the hospital. Yeah. One of those songs. Yeah, it was a pretty good experience. I wanted to let the people know nothing could hold me back.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit motivated me, bro.
I appreciate that.
I seen that shit and was like, damn, bro, still working. Like, ain't nothing stop.
And look, it hurt a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in a little pain, but you know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, was that your first mixtape?
Walking Dead was what, number 2 for me?
What was your first one?
First one was Rocky Clap. The mixtape was a collaboration between me and a producer out of Charlotte named Trey Booty Clap. real good at his craft. Real freaky name. Real good at his craft though. And we worked together for about a year on that project. It was my first release.
Yeah. So how is it? Because I see you still out here performing and all that. How is it performing in your situation?
You know, I miss the bouncing around, jumping off the stage, you know what I'm saying? But I learned to feed into the crowd and let them be what I want to be. All that jumping and moving that I want to happen and to be done, I allow them to do it. I find a way to channel with them. I turn up, do what I do. You know, I get my move on, get my groove on, hit my little jig. You know what I'm saying? Might bang the dreads a little bit, but I try to feed into the crowd and get them going. And,
kind of living vicariously through them.
You know, yeah. That's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going
That's
on.
dope,
So,
bro. Do
yeah.
you have any upcoming performances?
As a matter of fact, coming up here on January 28th, I'm be in Durham at a Rich Dunk party with a couple of other artists. Honeybee. It should be fun, man. Out in Durham, January 28th. Yeah, that's the biggest one I got coming up.
Bet, man, bet. So, you just dropped Problem Kid.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to it, and you got a song on there called Problem Kid.
Mm-hmm.
When I first heard it, I didn't know if it was just like a turnt song or was that an actual diss song. Is that something you could talk about?
That's all we can talk about, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the ops. That's all we can talk about.
Fuck the ops, we the ops.
Yeah, we the ops, you know what I'm
I want to
saying?
say it was the second verse. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that
Bro,
second verse. Yeah, that second verse was a little much.
Little
You know
personal.
what I'm saying? But when shit get personal, and I'm not one to take the first jab, you know, I'm the one to dodge that first jab and throw one back. So that was my throwback. That was my punch back.
Yeah. So you was born and raised in Greensboro. How
Yes,
was it
sir.
living in Greensboro?
Greensboro, what can I say about Greensboro, man? Shit, boy, Greensboro. It's one hell of a place to grow up. It's different. After living other places and coming back here, Greensboro is just so different, you know? It's a different feel. Probably because I grew up here, but growing up here was like, I don't know, it was calm. It was calm. You know, my mom and my peoples, they kept me away from a lot of the drama of the city, you know, and a lot of what's going on the outside. So I didn't really, you know, whatever was going on, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm older, I see it. It's happening to me. It's happening to my friends. It's happening to people I see out here on a daily basis. Social media, it's crazy. You know, things are happening. So growing up here was fairly decent. You know, I had a good time. It was fun. You know, it was a good place to be, especially the teen years. You know, we used to tear it up. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely fun, you know, but different. If I could say anything about it, growing up here was different.
If you had the opportunity to move out of Greensboro for good, would you?
Probably not. I'll probably end up right back where I started at the end of the day.
Why you feel that way?
I tried it. My heart was still beating in another city. Like, I lived out in Charlotte, bro, 3 and 4 years, and it was like, man, Greensboro was still a part of me. Like, when I did things, I did it in Greensboro. If I wanted to have a party, I'd come to Greensboro and have that party before I throw it in Charlotte. Yeah. Because that's where my heart was. You feel me? Like, that's where my heart is. That's where it's going to remain. And I can honestly say, nah, man, I leave. I'm going to be back.
Okay. I asked you that question because lately a lot of rappers been getting killed in their own cities. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever think about that?
I do. Think about it all the time, but it always comes down to how you move, who you are as a person, who you got around you, your collective, the mindset of who's with you. Because 9 times out of 10, when you go down, when those rappers go down, it be somebody that was in the pictures in the background throwing money with them, or, you know what I'm saying, popping bottles with them. So it's like, you got to know who you with. That's why you see these faces around me. Anywhere I go, you probably see them same faces. You know what I'm saying? No matter where I'm going, you're going to see them same faces. There's nothing new, nobody new, because they're the ones I trust. You feel me? So I ain't really too scared about the, you know, them niggas popping me I'm at home part, because, you know, man, you got me once, you ain't going to get me again now. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a new year, man. It's 2022. What do you plan on doing different from 2021? Music-wise, life-wise, anything.
It's a big game plan for 2022. Something I didn't have for 2021. I went into 2021 blind. I just kind of went with the flow.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. 2022, this is the year of growth, expansion.
Amen to that.
Set the destination and get there, Yeah, like, I mean, I said in one verse, Siri was yelling at me loud, like, proceed to the course. And I really meant that, because sometimes you got to go off your course to get to where you need to be. You can't always go with the flow. And that's what I was doing. 2021, I was going with the flow. 2022, I'm gonna build my own course, take my own routes, no matter what the navigation say. Figure it out myself, you know what I'm saying? So 2022, we got a different game plan.
Yeah, that's deep right there, man. Wish you the best of luck.
A little something, something.
So where you see yourself career-wise in the next 5 years?
Man, look, it better be Sprinter vans and Airbnbs full of hoes, man, or I quit. You feel me? 5 years from now,
never quit.
Look, I'm getting old, man, putting on the pounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? I get 5 years, I better have them Sprinter vans, man, getting them calls, sold out dates and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we hope for. That's what we dream for. You know what I'm saying? A whole team out there riding with me. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, big lights, cameras flashing. Excuse me, I'm trying to get through there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how my boy Big Guap pushing people and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
What you doing to get to that level?
Man, everything possible. Anything you could think of, I got my foot in that door. Promotion, networking, distribution, all that. You gotta have your foot in all those avenues. You gotta really focus. And that's all it takes, is some focus, some dedication, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing. That's the plan this year. Look, that was just the start. Problem kid, I ain't gonna say too much, but the biggest cripple on the way too, and I got something in store after that too, but like I said, I ain't gonna say too much. Just know we working this year. We working.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So where can the people find you at?
Oh, anywhere. YouTube, your Apple Music, your Spotify, you know what I'm saying? Twitter, Instagram, Rocky Alvarez on everything. That's R-O-C-K-Y, like bad boy, Alvarez like a Mexican. You can find me anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Go just type it in right now. While you're watching this interview, type it in on your phone, your laptop or something. Do it. Go ahead.
You're available on all streaming platforms everywhere?
Everywhere. Check me out. You won't be disappointed.
All right, so we done talked about the music a little bit. Let's talk more so about who Rocky Alvarez actually is.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you classify your music?
Whew, that's a good one, man. Classification of the catalog. I'd say it's, I don't know, man. Can't say it's trap music, because sometimes, yeah.
It be rock sometimes.
It'd be rock sometimes. It'd be pop sometimes. I'd be having a pop sound sometimes.
It's good to be versatile too.
Yeah, so if I had to catalog it, I'd put it in there with the hip hop, the trap music, kinda. But it's everywhere. It's kind of everywhere. Hard to classify that one.
Okay. If you wasn't doing music, what would you be doing, or what would you be interested in?
Shit, if I wasn't doing music, it ain't no telling what I'd be doing, bro. It ain't no telling, like, shit. Where I came from, the way I came up, what I've been through, man, keep it hot. This music keep me out of jail, out of trouble, out of all types of stuff. It give me something to focus on, something to do. You know what I'm saying? It's first it was a habit, then it turned into a lifestyle. So it's like, if I wasn't doing music, I'd probably be one of them 9-to-5ers or something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Could you see yourself doing that, honestly?
Man, I tried that. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I put the suit and tie on and sat at the desk. I done put the suit and tie on, tried to sell things door to door. You feel me? I done flipped the burgers. It's just not what I'm here for. You feel me? I feel like I got a greater purpose. Everybody serves a purpose on this planet, and it's people out there who are for that. That's what they do. Maybe it might be a lifetime for them or a short period of time, but I never felt like a 9-to-5er. You feel me? Like I woke up as a teen and knew that it was something bigger for me, you know? So man, couldn't imagine.
So for all the ladies out there, are you single?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Explain that.
Explain that. Well, sometimes, you know, it depend on how I feel that day. I might wake up and be like, you know what I'm saying, I got 2 girlfriends today. You know what I'm saying? I might wake up the next day like I ain't got none. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Yeah, I seen you make a post the other day talking about what, baby mama application, something like that.
Hey, look, man. You know.
I was like, that
You
shit
know,
crazy.
everybody know I got the two little ones. You know what I'm saying? My babies. You know, then they run my world. You know, whatever they want, they get it. Whatever, you know, however it go, that's how it go. Oh, you might want to get this. Hold on. I thought my boy was knocked out. You sleep, go out. You sleep. Shit. Oh shit. My boy. Hey, he do that.
Hey, it is what it is, bro.
Hey, but man, I got the 2 young ones, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? I'm still young, and you know, maybe I want another one, you feel me? So yeah, I made a little post about the baby mama application. No offers. No offers. No offers.
Hey, they on the low with it. They waiting on you to hit them up.
Oh, they be waiting all day.
They don't understand now to be that one, you know what I'm saying?
That one, you feel me?
So I see you got the dreads, man. That shit's long as hell. How long you been growing them?
This year, 2022, man. I want to say, shit. Let me think. Cause I was in high school, my little sister twisted my dreads for the first time, man. So I had to be like 16. It's about 11 years now. Yeah, about 11 years now. Going on 12.
Dedication right there.
Shit.
You ever feel like you just want to cut them off sometimes, or you just gonna?
I mean, yeah, sometimes, but then I remember like, yo, I got a big ass head. I can't cut these. I be thinking to myself like, yo, my head big as hell, boy. I cut these dreads on my head, goddamn peanut. You feel me? I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
That's crazy.
Can't do it.
Well, is there anything you want to tell your fans?
Let's see if it's something I could say to the fans, man. I appreciate y'all. Yo, keep streaming. Keep viewing. I got more in store. It's 2022. You know what I'm saying? We're going to treat this year different. We're going to make this one a little more about you. You feel me? Got a lot in store as far as merchandise. You feel me? Like, shit, more albums, more videos. I don't even know. I got plenty of those. We can goddamn talk about that all day. But for the fans, we got a lot of merchandise coming, man. We're going to have little special things, maybe little contests and things. You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little money here, a little gift there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned, bro. We're going to have fun this year. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Speaking of videos, that Out of My Body video, that shit crazy.
Out of My Body, yeah.
I like the song and the video, bro. That shit is
Out of My Body, I'm feeling like Rick. Yeah, man, that.
Is there certain producers you just go to automatically, or you just shop around with different ones?
I shop around with different ones. This one that I love in particular, that's my dog, Dre Beats. He know who he is, that dude. He nasty. 606 Gus. I fuck with you too, my boy, in a long way. But I shop around. You know, I try to find different sounds and things that I can work with. So yeah, I do a little shopping.
Okay, man. I ain't gonna hold you up for too long. I know you're a busy man. But
on the weekdays.
Again, I appreciate you coming through, stopping through with Lassiter Productions. Yes, hopefully we can do this again in the future.
Yes, sir. I hope so.
It's Lyric here with Lassiter Productions. Special guest Rocky Alvarez in the building. Until next time.